The outside node. The outside node selects everything that is not being selected in the node before it. So if I add a new node here and add a power window, you can see that in this node, whatever I do down here will actually affect the part that is inside this circle. But what if I wanted to affect the parts that are outside the circle? The easiest way to do that is to invert the mask, but we are going to discuss that later. What we're discussing now is adding an outside node, so we'll come to nodes and add an outside node. The first node will affect everything inside the circle, and this node will affect everything outside the circle. If I come to the second node and just decrease the gamma a bit, you see this is a more stylized look. I'm going to reduce the saturation and increase the contrast a bit. And now we have these two different nodes affecting different parts of the image. But as long as we can actually invert the mask, why is it important to have an outside node? Because there are more different and complicated types of masking. Now I have a different type of selection. I've just selected the walls, so whatever I do here will affect the walls only. Now if I add an outside node, this node will invert all the masking of the first node. So I have the rest of the image to control. So if I come to the outside node here, in this case it's selecting the window, and I change anything about it, I'm changing actually this part of the image. And if I double click on the first node and I increase the red, I'm making the walls more red.